Hey guys, so today I'm doing another everyday makeup drawer, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. I actually want to try and do it shop my stash style. So what you're seeing right now is last month's drawer. I haven't done one of these videos in a couple months. This is all probably very new to you. First of all, it usually doesn't look this messy. This over here is part of a declutter thing that I'm doing. I actually filmed a whole declutter, but then I wanted to do it to where I had some products that I knew I wanted to declutter and get rid of, and then some products that I wasn't so sure of I was going to put into a try pile. And so I did it, but I didn't actually have that many things that I was completely sure about getting rid of. So I do have a few things that I'm for sure getting rid of, but then I put a lot of it into this little section over here and a couple things on top of my vanity, which I'll show you in a minute. And these are basically all the things that I'm trying out again. Some of them are newer, so like these things over here, this matchsticks thing, is that what it's called? Nude sticks. I don't know why I was thinking matchsticks, that's something else. Nude sticks, this little Bare Minerals, it's so tiny, but those are very new and I haven't tried them out yet. And then some of these are things I wasn't sure on the shade of, or, you know, things that I have to test out to see if I want to keep. So they're in here. I decided that I wasn't going to let myself put them back into my collection until I had tried them out and decided whether or not I wanted to keep them, and that has been working well for me. I've tried out a lot of it and decided definitively on some things. Some of this, like this, I have tried out, this Tarte Cheek Stain. I did try it out again and I still wasn't sure about it, so it's still staying in here because I haven't made a decision yet, but it's working really well for me. And then I don't think I'm going to post the full super long declutter thing that I did because I wasn't definitive on a lot of it. I think instead I'm just going to do a little mini declutter and show you what I have decided to get rid of. So let me know if you guys would like to see that, and also let me know if you like the more shop my stash style of video, but I think that'll be fun. I really like watching those types of videos. This is, again, last month's drawer. It's very messy. What I usually like to do is take everything out of the drawer and put things back as I decide whether to keep them in for the next month or to take them out and put them back into my collection. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm leaving all of this stuff because, like I said, it's in that try phase and I haven't decided on it yet, so it can't go back into my collection. Okay, so this is my open mascara right now, which I think is still pretty good. It is drying out a little bit. This is the Lash Sensational by Maybelline. It gets so messy, so I don't like it because of that, but it looks really nice. Anyway, I'm gonna keep that in there for now. I also have really been liking testing this out and doing doing liquid liner sometimes. So I have the NYX Epic Ink liner, and I actually find it a lot easier to do my liner with this as opposed to a pencil liner, which is what I had been doing. But I do still like to line my waterline with a pencil liner. However, I haven't pulled out my L'Oreal Silkissime or whatever eyeliner in a while, so I think I'm going to pull that one out. I will show you guys my drawers in a minute once I go through some of the things that I have more of. But since I kind of know my entire eyeliner collection is 3 or 4 eyeliners, so I don't really have to think too hard about it, so I am gonna just pull in the Silkissime for tight lining and stuff. I had this in here to test out my BH Cosmetics palette that I'll show you in a minute. It's up on top. But I did test it out and I decided that I wanted to keep it because I really liked it, and this helped so much. So I'm actually really excited about that. I don't need to keep it out for this next month because I'm going to be putting the BH Cosmetics palette back into my collection as well. So these are both going back in. I'm going to be keeping both of these concealers in there. This one I am trying to use up right now. I pulled out the stoppers, so I'm still getting a lot of product. And then this one is just a backup for when that one goes. This is the Maybelline Fit Me, and the Maybelline Better Skin. I am going to keep my L'Oreal Infallible Powder in there. I'm using that for my Project Pan. And then I'll go ahead and keep this powder in here too. This is the e.l.f. HD powder. I just like using it under my eyes because it's not as dark as the Infallible under my eyes, you know. Now I haven't filmed my new Project Pan update yet, but I'm thinking that I might want to take a little break on some of the products, not all of them, but a couple of them, because I'm getting very like not only tired of them but like kind of stressed out by them, because I feel like I'm neglecting a lot of my collection. And I feel like if I'm gonna take a little break, this month is the best one to do it, because if you didn't know, it is my birth month, so I can take a little time and enjoy more of my makeup collection. And I'm probably going to end up putting in a lot of like my favorite products into this so that I can enjoy them. So I'm trying to like decide which Project Pan items I want to have in here right now. I think I am going to keep the NYX matte finish setting spray in here. It's a pretty good setting spray. It is in my Project Pan, so I'm going to go ahead and try and use that up. And then I'm going to keep the Lush Bubble Gum Lip Scrub in here. I love this lip scrub, and I am slightly afraid of it going bad because it says that it was supposed to be used by December of 2017. And so obviously it's past its expiration date, but it still smells and feels fine. So I might put this into my project. I haven't decided yet, but I think it might be good too because I want to use it up before it goes bad. I think I am going to put this guy back into my collection, this Liplicious Blush Glass. This is my only brow pencil at the moment, which is really sad. I do need to get another one. Probably not of this because this is expensive, but I'm probably going to get my trusty old L'Oreal. I really want to try the L'Oreal that looks like this, like the triangle tip, but I don't know if it's any good, so I'd probably end up getting the little skinny one that I like as well. I don't know. But for now, this is going to stay in there because it's the only one that I have. I do want to keep these Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadows in here this month because I love them, and like I said, I'm going for like all products that I really love or slash like. I mean, some of like the base products I'm not that picky about. So this is the Tarteist lip paint in Birthday Suit, and I'm trying to use this up this year, but I am gonna put this back. This is for sure one of the products that I want to take a break from. I don't really love the formula. The color is really pretty. I feel like I haven't been using my other nudes because I'm focused on this. So I think I'm gonna use some of my other nudes this month and focus more on that one after I've had a little break and can come back with like a clean mind and everything, you know. As far as foundation goes, these two are like actually my favorites. So at least of the ones that I have now. So I have Dermacol Makeup Cover and then Makeup Forever Ultra HD. And I'm just going to keep them both in there because I do really like them and they do different things. And this is also my favorite primer, NYX Angel Veil. So it was already in here. So I'm going to keep it in there as well. And my Burt's Bees Lip Balm, which is like always in here. I am going to be putting back the Lorac Pro Matte palette. It is one of my favorites. You can see that by how much I've used it. But I had it in here because the palette I was using this month didn't have a good transition shade or a good shade to set my eye primer. And so I used this and then one of these two shades as a transition. But the palette that I'm choosing for this month has good transitions and everything that I need. So I don't need this one this month, so I'm going to go ahead and put it back. I think I am going to put these back as well. This one is the e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. It's in my Project Pan. I just don't really like it that much. It's okay, so I'm trying to use it up. Truthfully, I just need a break from a lot of these products. And then I have the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I do really like this. I had it in there for days that I wanted my eyeshadow to last a bit longer than the e.l.f. one would provide. But my current favorite in my collection is the Milani eyeshadow primer. I do love the Urban Decay primer potion, but I just recently used that one up, so I don't have it right now. So I'm gonna put that one in there so that I have one that I love. As far as brow gel goes, I am trying to use this one up, but again, I'm gonna put it back for a little bit, and I'm going to pull out my Benefit 24-hour brow setter because I like that one a lot more. I am going to keep in the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. It is one of the products that I'm having more trouble with. I have been using this. It was in my products I want to use up in 2017 as well, and I had already like had pan on it. I wasn't as strict about using it last year, but I still used it a lot, and obviously you can see there's still a ton of product left in here. I've been using this every single, well, not every single time I do my makeup, but every single time I use bronzer, it's this one. It is one of the products that I'm more like frustrated with, I guess, because I'm not making a lot of progress on it, but I still really enjoy it, and I don't get that tired of bronzers because I feel like for the most part, matte bronzers tend to look kind of the same on me, so I'm not like that crazy about like trying to change it up and stuff. I don't really care. I'm gonna put back this NYX Strobe of Genius holographic stick. I don't think I actually used this last month. It's a really pretty highlighting stick. I don't know how well you can see, but it has like a nice purpley iridescence to it, which is really pretty. I don't know. Do I want to keep this in? It's really pretty. I know I want to keep in the NYX Duochromatic highlighter because this one has more of a like blue shift to it. Do I need them both in there for right now? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna pull in this one. I know there is like some other highlighters that I might want to get more use out of this month, so we'll figure all that out later. I am going to put this blush back. This is the Too Faced Love Flush Blush in Love Hangover. Every time I wear makeup, put this boy on. It's been that way for almost all of the year. I was using my Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Rosé Champagne, which you can see I really love. So I was using that and trying to hit pan on it, which obviously I did. But now that I have, like once I did that, I was strictly using this and I still have not hit pan on it. And it's such a tiny pan, so it's crazy. It is taking forever, so I'm getting really frustrated with it and I want to have like some new blush options. So that's going back in and we'll figure out another blush to use. And I have this Tarte highlighter in Enthused. Obviously you can see I've made a ton of progress on this, and it has been really rewarding using it as much as I have been. I can't decide if I want to keep this in. I know there's other highlighters I want to use, so I think I'm going to give this a little teeny break this month. I know, like I really do want to use it up really quickly, but just for this month I want just like a little bit of a break from it. I want to use some other highlighters. Okay, so all we have left up here that was in there last month is lip products. I am going to put back this Rue 21 lip gloss. They don't have shade names, so I would tell you if I knew. The rest of these I don't know. I think I need to decide what other lip products I'm bringing in, so those are kind of just going up there in limbo for right now. But let me go ahead and tilt you up so you can kind of see the top of my vanity. So that's what we're looking at right now. This is in my project pan and I still have not used it. It's just a little like sample thing, but I am going to put it back for this month because I don't really want to use it this month. So that is in, it goes in a drawer that's under my other drawer that I have pulled out right now, so I will put it back in a second. This is my Z palette. It has a bunch of different shadows in it. This one has been out every single month this year because I'm trying to use up this little Buxom shadow in Mink Magnet, which I haven't been reaching for at all. But I also do really like the rest of these shades in here, but since it's been out so much, I'm going to give myself a little break and go ahead and put that back, and that again goes in the other drawer. This is the BH Cosmetics palette that I was telling you guys about. It's the 120 color eyeshadow palette, the second edition, and here is what it looks like. It has like 2 different layers and there's lots of different colors on here. When I swatch this, it looks like really bad quality, most of the shades, but it actually performs really well on the eyes, especially with that NYX pencil. Oh, don't fall, please. I am going to keep it but I'm putting it back into my drawers. This was the 1 month 1 palette that I had last month, the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's Place. It is so gorgeous, and honestly, it was new to me, but using it this whole month, I have grown to love it so much. So I didn't actually get to play around with these two shades yet, and because I love it so much, I'm just going to keep it out this month. I don't usually do this with like my 1 month 1 palette things, but this one I still like really want to play with, and I really like it. So I'm going to keep it out and keep playing with it for a little bit longer. We'll get that figured out when everything else is up here, but yeah, I'm going to keep that one out, and then I will show you guys the 1 month 1 palette that I've chosen for May. So if this video goes up before my Project Pan update, then this will be a little bit of a spoiler. And then up here is just the same. It's all of like my prettier lipsticks that I like to keep on display. I do use them. Don't worry about that. They're not just display pieces, but they're very pretty, so I like to keep them out, and it makes me use them more. So that's pretty cool because a lot of them are more like bold colors anyway that I normally might not use as much. Now we're going to move on to my makeup drawers, which are a little bit messy, so prepare your eyes. So here's what we're dealing with. This is where the majority of my makeup is stored. I have eyelashes and bigger palettes in the drawer under this with like my body products, but this is where the majority of it is. So first things first, I really do want to bring in a more shimmery bronzer to add to the Hoola bronzer, just to keep myself more interested. So I'm going to take out the Sun Bunny bronzer by Too Faced. This is just a little dinky mini sample thing, but I do really like this bronzer, so I'm going to pull that out and put it in there with the Hoola bronzer. Okay, so for blush, I put this one back. I have been really wanting to play with the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Pearlescent Pink, because I feel like Rosé Champagne I've given so much love to, as you can see, but Pearlescent Pink I haven't used as much, so I think I'm going to pull this one out. It's kind of like a peachy, shimmery blush, which is super pretty, and I will be super excited to use that. I know it's kind of similar to this Too Faced blush right here, but the Too Faced is a little bit more pinky, whereas the Wet n Wild is more of a peachy shade. Subtle differences, but different nonetheless. I also have been really wanting to pull out the Tarte Party blush. This one is a lot more nude, and oh my gosh, I love the Tarte blushes. So that's that one right there. Not sure how well you can see it. My lighting sucks right now. My other lamp that I usually have going is, it just died on me, so I have to replace the bulb in that one. And then, let's see. I wanted to have like a bunch of different blush options, but I don't know. I was thinking about the Milani Luminoso blush because I love it, and like I said, I'm going for like my favorites. Is that different enough to the Wet n Wild? I don't know. I feel like I'm going for a lot of like the same kind of tone. I also do really like this Too Faced Love Flush blush in Justify My Love. I'm just getting so tired of the other Love Flush blush that I'm like, ugh, do I want to use it? So this one is more of like a cool toned pink. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull this one in for my last blush. So next I want to add in some highlighters, which are in this little compartment, which is very messy right now. I don't think I want to add in this Too Faced Love Light Ray of Light highlighter. It is really nice, but there's lots of other highlighters in here that I haven't touched as much, so I really want to get more use out of them. I could pull in one of these ones back here. These are Wet n Wild. I think there are 2 Reflect shimmer palettes, and then I have the Naked Illuminated highlighter, which is like a super glittery highlight. I think I'm gonna bring that one in just for something different. These are like my favorite. These are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powders. I had this one in there not too long ago. I don't know if I want to pull those in right now. I feel like I've pulled them in very recently, but I haven't used the ColourPop Wisp highlighter in a while, and I really, really like their highlighters, so I think I will pull that one in. I think I will pull in the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Beaming Blush. I've been looking at this lately. It's so stunning. I just feel like it gives your face like the perfect wet look. So I think that's good for highlighter. I could pull in some ColourPop single shadows, but I don't think I need them. I'm gonna have 2 palettes this month, and there are the Stila glitters and stuff, so I feel like I have enough. So I guess next is lip products. I'm kind of like putting it off because lip products is always the hardest for me to choose, but I guess if I'm like going for my favorites, yeah, let's just do that. I'm gonna pull out my Kat Von D liquid lipsticks because they are my favorite. I have Double Dare and Outlaw. Outlaw is the bright red shade. Double Dare is more like a dusty mauve. And then I will keep in my Kat Von D Everlasting liquid lipstick in K-Dub, which is more of a bright fuchsia pink. There's just so many. I don't even know. I'm gonna pull out my ColourPop Lippy Stick in Cami. It's a beautiful warm brown shade. It is getting extremely hot in my room, but I'm trying not to kill the sound, so you're welcome. Where is my Buxom lip gloss? So that is definitely going in. So this is in Dolly, and then we have Celeste here, and I'm gonna put them both in because I freaking love Buxom lip glosses so much. So then we have my ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Lumiere, and I'm gonna go ahead and put in my other lippy pencils too because I love them so much. I'm gonna put back the Wet n Wild lipstick in 24 karat gold. I really want to pull out my Ultra Satin lip in Alyssa because I really love that. And then I would like to play with this one more. This is the Kathleen Lights Ultra Satin lip in Rev, and it's just a really fun addition. There are way too many lip products in here right now. Oh my god, I don't even know what to do with this. As far as these little guys in here go, I don't think I want to pull any of those out, so I think we're good to go into the bottom drawer here, which is even messier. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. I pulled the camera back a little bit, so hopefully you can see it a little bit better. So I'm going to be putting these 2 back in here. This is going to be my 1 month 1 palette, the Morphe by Kathleen Lights palette. Unfortunately, it was limited edition, but it is like my favorite palette. I was debating between this and the Tartelette in Bloom palette, but that one won just like a smidgen. So okay, so yeah, down here is just a bunch of palettes. I'm not gonna bring any of those out. I do have those 2 palettes, so I'm fine. I do have this highlight palette by Sephora that I have been wanting to get more use out of, but I already have 3 highlighters in my drawer, so I don't really need this one right now. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I do also have a highlighter, a blush palette by Tarte, but again, I have a lot of blushes in there, so they're just going to stay in here for now, and I think that's going to be it. So you guys, this is what my everyday makeup drawer looks like now for the month of March. It's not actually too bad. I do have a lot of lip products down here, but it's fine. It's fine. And then, of course, a lot of lip products over here and stuff. I don't know how much I'm going to be using these, but I will probably reach in there a couple times. But it's so nice to have some more variety in here. Like I said, there's just a lot of stuff being neglected in my collection with doing like this year-long Project Pan. So I'm happy to spread the love to some of my other products for a month and get a little break on some of the products that I'm having more trouble with. And then up here doesn't look that much different. So I just have the Kathleen Lights palette and then the Juvia's Place palette, and they're just sitting down like that because they won't stay up, so that's fine. There's plenty of room. And then of course all of those pretty lipsticks over there. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know if you enjoy the Shop My Stash style more or the just regular everyday makeup drawer where I've already picked out the products. Let me know. Let me know if there's anything you want me to change about this series or any of my series, or what if you want to see new stuff. Please let me know. I'm kind of going through like a little creativity block right now where I'm kind of unhappy, not unhappy with the content that I'm posting. I just feel like I'm not posting enough variety. So I feel like I'm doing a lot of project pans, everyday makeup drawers, empties, stuff like that, but I feel like I'm not really doing a whole lot else. So let me know if you guys have any ideas, because I definitely want to get a little bit more variety, want to branch out a little bit more. But that is it for this video, and I hope that you guys will subscribe if you have not already. I would love to have you here, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!